We are the Funko Brothers, and welcome to our channel! What's up guys, we are at Scarborough Comic Con today, so the Funko Brothers are going to go see if they can find any Funkos!
There's some signed Funkos here, as well as them as well. Interesting. Loads of different Funkos around here, which is crazy. One for £8 or 3 for £20, that's a decent price. Here are the Funkos up here. I just bought 10 in red Funko, but I think that's £30 and stuff like that. So there's quite a few different ones on there that I would get. That's the other back here again. This is really nice to see because I haven't seen them in a while. But look at how many different Funkos there are. I noticed right out the back of the wheel there, £32, that's not bad price. And also Spider-Man there, which I have my eye on. Some amazing Funkos here from my guy, NTC, so that's really nice to see, as always. Give them a follow if you haven't. I noticed up there, there's like a vaulted tail, which is really cool. It's just hidden behind there, I think. Right there.
At the moment, we are just hunting through these boxes for Funkos. Funkos just keep getting better. Wow. Rex's Reviews here, who are expanding their range, and now have a few Funkos on their stall. I like the Flintstones one. A couple of Jurassic World ones too. Some more Funkos on this stall, just over here. Pokemon again, a very common theme during this comic. So just purchase some pops, as far with my little art. The Funko Pop hunt continues. Here is another stall. We love these Comic Cons for this reason.
Alright guys, so we are back from our Comic Con weekend. You might notice something a little bit different here. So we've had a bit of a paint and a change of colour in the room, and I think it looks pretty epic. So anyway, let's get straight into the Funko Brothers vlog and find out which purchases we made today.
So here is my first Funko. Welcome back to the channel guys, it is Christoph. Now many of you might not know, but I am trying to collect the Frozen Funko Pops. So I'm having a bit of a wide variety because Anna is actually from Frozen 1 in my collection. So let's take Christoph out of his box. And here he is, Christoph! Oh, I love his character so much. Can't go wrong with Jonathan Groff. Of course, I couldn't get Christoph and leave Sven on the shelf, so here he is. My second animal in my collection, because the first was Valentina the Goat. You may have seen that in our last vlog. Let's take Sven out of his box. So there's quite a lot of detail in this Funko. There is a small hourglass by Sven's foot, which is very cool. I also love his little outfit that he's got, which is obviously some sort of lead that would obviously be pulling the sleigh in the film. Now, if we pan the camera up a little bit, you will be able to see the horns, or antlers, on Sven. I think he looks amazing, and the attention to detail is fantastic. Collection is Luisa Madrigal. I've been after this one for quite a while and was very pleased to find it at the price of £15, which is the exact price I was going to pay from eBay. So if we look on the back, I also have Isabella Madrigal, which is really cool. Julieta was there, but I believe she is quite easy to get hold of, so I didn't buy her. And Bruno is in my collection from B&M, so let's take Louisa out the box. And here is Louisa out of box. I love the burner hair. I think it looks very accurate to the film. Obviously, the song that she sings in the film is Surface Pressure, and I think this is where her purse comes from, with her arms, which is very cool. She's also wearing some great Crocs, I believe, on her feet, which is really cool to see. I don't think I've seen a Funko like this before, and I'm really excited to see how she looks next to Isabella Madrigal. And last but not least is Mary Poppins from Mary Poppins Returns, played by Emily Blunt. Now, this figure was something I was wanting to get. I actually got the original Mary Poppins on eBay, which was really cool, for about £3 I believe in the end. This, however, cost me 12, but I think it's worth it. Before we even get into the figure out of the box, I think we should take a look on the back. The balloons look really cool and add a lot of the story to the figure. So let's take her out of the box. Here she is in all her glory. I love the fact that she's got a bag with it and they actually put the attention to detail in the bag. But also, when we look at her hat, there is a robin on there, which is really nice to see. I think this Funko just encapsulates joy and is very, very, very beautiful. I really, really like it.
Hi guys, so my first purchase today is Magic Johnson. Really happy with this one, just because it fits in nicely with some of the other basketball Funkos that I've got. So let's take him out the box. Okay, so here is Magic Johnson. He doesn't actually stand up properly. All seem to fit on his stand. So I'll just quickly show you the back. Nothing too impressive, but it definitely adds to my collection, so I'm really chuffed with this purchase. Absolute bargain of the day, this one. It's a Bo Peep, original Bo Peep. I purchased this off a stall at Comic Con for £5. Would you believe it? That is an absolute giveaway. I can't wait to start collecting the rest of the Toy Story Funkos. So let's take her out of the box. Wow, this is an absolutely beautiful Funko. I am so impressed with it. It definitely is going to be one of my favourite Funkos on my shelves, and I am so excited to start collecting all of the Toy Story Funkos now. So here is Buzz Lightyear from the film Lightyear. Matches pretty well, I would say, with my previous purchase of Bo Peep. I wasn't particularly fond on the film Lightyear, but this Funko is just so epic, I could not resist it. Let's take him out of the box and see what it looks like. Alright guys, so here is Lightyear! I'm really happy with Buzz Lightyear and how he looks. So just give him a quick spin. You see all the attention to detail in his outfit, which is very similar to the one he wears in Toy Story. I'm absolutely pleased with this purchase and can't wait to put him on my shelf next to Bo Peep. Alright, next up is an out-of-box figure of Michael Jordan. This one is a little bit disappointing because it is damaged on the back. He should have a stand, but I saw it and was like, I do not have this one in my collection, so I decided to purchase it anyways. And it wasn't too expensive, so all is good. Next up, another out-of-box Funko is Lederhosen Deadpool, which I was quite pleased to find. It wasn't something that I was particularly interested in, and I probably wouldn't have bought it if it was in box and at a standard price of a Funko for £10. But it was just £5, so I didn't think that was bad at all. Let's turn him around. And there you go. Alright, so finally in this section of the vlog is Luka Doncic. These walls are very pricey Funko, £35. Apparently it has been imported from the US, so I just had to purchase it. I'm absolutely loving it. Let's see what the back looks like. Pretty much the same as the front. So this will not be coming out of box, it will stay exactly like this. But I am very chuffed with the purchase. Alright, so these came from Scarborough Comic Con. They were all in box, but I've just not had the chance to put them back into the box for the video. So I thought I'd give you a quick look at them now. So this is X23. I'm quite pleased with this purchase. Now, next one. This one is Weapon Hex, and I think it looks pretty incredible. So this is Tyler Tuskman from the Monsters Inc. series, Monsters at Work. I've been after this one for a while, so was really pleased to grab it from a stall at Scarborough Comic Con. And finally is Tommy Pickles from Rugrats. I absolutely loved Rugrats when I was growing up as a child, So this was a great for me today. Okay, so my first one is an out-of-box Funko Pop. I believe they're all out-of-box Funkos that I bought today, but this was actually from yesterday from Scarborough Comic Con, and it was only like £5, so I was really happy with it. Now let's turn it around. So this is Luca from obviously the Luca film as a fish. So I thought it was really cool. There's a few marks on it, but other than that, I'm quite happy with it, and it was well worth the price. And this is Abominable from the Abominable film that Universal released a couple of years ago. It was actually obviously a Yeti, and it was from a film a couple of years ago. I believe it was 2019, I think. So I didn't even know this Funko existed, so I'm really happy with it, and it was only £5. Wow, look at this. This is Metallic Heavy Metal Deadpool, and this is actually from a set that comes with a top, but I found this in a lucky dip area, and it was only £5, so I was really happy with it, and I've been wanting to get it a while, so I'm really glad I got it. Wow, these are Funkos I never expected to pick up today, but I found Shoe from the original Box Trolls movie, which released these Funkos in 2014, and they're worth about £50 each. So I'm really glad I found this today, and it was only £5. There's a few marks on this one which I'm quite annoyed about, but it was well worth it for £5. And wow, I never expected to pick this one up as well, but I managed to find two of them, so I'm really glad about this. This is Fish from Box Trolls, and it was so amazing to find this. So I'm really glad because I've been wanting these a while, and this doesn't have barely any marks on it, so I'm really glad about that. And I couldn't leave without buying this one to complete the full set, I believe. I managed to find eggs, so I am really glad that I found the full collection from these because I've been wanting them a while, and like I say, they're all worth about £50. So it was well worth the buy for £5 each. So I'm really glad about this.
Hey guys, I'm back to show you what I got from Scarborough Comic Con. Starting off with Aladdin from the live action Aladdin. Now, my older brother was saying to me that he preferred the animated version of these pops. However, to me, I'm really into theatre, and I thought that they looked very much like the Broadway show of Aladdin, so I was very pleased to pick this up. So here is Jasmine to match Aladdin. Really liking her cape and her detail in the crown. I think it looks really cool. Love diamonds. Finally, the one I picked up from Scarborough Comic Con was the genie himself. I've wanted this Funko since I've first ever saw it in Forbidden Planet a long while ago, and couldn't justify getting it because at the time my Funko collection was an all-human Funko collection. However, now I feel I can branch out a bit, as you've seen, because I have Sven, Valentina, and now the genie. Very, very pleased.
Right, so here are all of the Funko purchases we made over this weekend. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. It's been very busy, and we are super excited about all of the Funkos we've purchased. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and we'll see you in the next one. Funko Brothers out! For more Funko updates and posts, don't forget to like and subscribe!